to the Lord in prayer.
All right.
And so now Israel is about to face another enemy.
Lord Jesus.
Say another enemy. Because many people will say that Amalek, which the Amalekites, would be Israel's first enemy.
All right.
Jesus.
That's the way it looks.
Yeah.
All right.
Because they go from getting Moses to smite the rock at Horeb. Water came from the rock.
Right.
No sign of an enemy. Right? Well, you're wrong. Because Israel's first enemy wasn't without.
All right.
The first enemy was within.
That's right. That's right.
And so that's why you got to be careful of who you link up with.
Yes, Lord.
Talking about you dating
Yeah.
and marrying.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're sleeping
Come
with your
on.
own enemy.
Come on.
Because let me prove it. If you in a household together and a man is intimidated because you make more money than him, you want to be careful. Because it doesn't take long, because intimidation comes with jealousy. And the reason why that happened is because, again, people who are not saved never see themselves as one. They see themselves as partners. When in reality, to a degree, you're in a partnership because in the flesh, you're two different individuals. But when you unite in the spirit, you're one.
That's right.
And so the house, when one speaks, they're supposed to speak for the house. And we know who God put in charge of the house. In a covenant relationship. You understand? And so, and when that takes place, you have to be careful. So that's why no man should go around speaking ill of his wife. And no woman should go around speaking ill of her husband. And in the event that you have a knockout, drag out, it ought to stay in the house. It ought not leave the house, because the enemy will creep in any way he can with whatever the weak vessel may be that he can. And so the main ultimate enemy of Israel did not start with Amalek, with the Amalekites, but it started within their own camp, because all they did in the camp became disobedient and discontent.
Yeah. All right.
If you ever want an enemy to keep you from reaching your goal, become discontent and disobedient to God, and show me how far you are. You will not be on a trail, but you will remain on a treadmill. Because a trail, you can go. But a treadmill, you just move it and you're not going anywhere. And many people's lives is the same way. They're on a treadmill. And stop thinking that your age ought to have a hindrance on your success. That's not true. Whatever age you are and you want to better yourself, you better yourself and don't care what nobody else have to say about yourself, because you are seeking to better yourself. And so now, Israel's main enemy wasn't without, but within, because of disobedience and discontentment. It led them to grumbling against their leaders and against God. But here they have an outside enemy. The Amalekites hated the Israelites. No one even knows why they hated the Amalekites hated the Israelites. Some say they were intimidated by them. That I can see that because it happened. People hate you.
Yes, sir.
People hate me, and people that I've helped, and people that you've helped. Don't think just because you do good to people, they're going to speak good about you. And let me don't clap, because I want to tell you this. Stop doing good to people and by people to receive accolades from the people that you do good to. Stop assuming just because you have been nice to Karen ought to be nice to you. Because see, what happened then, you're not trusting God, you trusting Karen. But when you cast your bread out on the water, you're trusting God for a return on your investment. Are you understanding me? See, you're trusting God, but when you start doing stuff so others can see what you're doing, you want to be glorified by man. But when you do it and you do it from your heart, you're doing it so God will get the glory. And can I tell you this? Carrie can't give you the return that the Almighty God can give you. I was getting ready this morning and Spirit of God, as I was getting dressed, fell upon me about a preacher in the city that I feel led to give some money to. And I don't even understand it, even standing and preaching. But I'm going to do it. Because out of nowhere this morning, it came back into my spirit. And this ain't nobody I really run with. I ain't really run with no preachers and folk like that no more than preachers here and all, because I don't trust a lot of people. And so, you know, God, you're really saying this? And the Spirit of God was upon me to do so. Why? I don't know, because I'm praying to God because we got an important meeting in the morning at 10:30 that we got to be at about the future of our church. And so I'm trusting God for some other stuff. And in the midst of this, I'm trying to do some stuff myself. And then God said, you got to do this. I didn't say nothing to nobody thus far. But I promise you, every time you do right by God, I don't care what nobody says. If God tells you and touch your heart to be a blessing to somebody, even if you get it out of your need, be a blessing for them. You might not understand it, but trust me, trusting God open many doors for you. Moses said to Joshua, I'm almost done. Joshua's name means Jehovah is salvation. Moses said to Joshua, now Joshua comes on the scene now. Joshua, see, some have suggested that Joshua didn't come on the scene until the book of Joshua, after the death of Moses. But in actuality, Joshua came on the scene before Moses died. Many of our churches would be in a better place if we start trusting Joshua before Moses get too old and die. All right. See, it's better for somebody to step in place than for you to handpick them and you ain't God and put them in place. Because what happened then, you have to be unbiblical and then you got to vote. I'm preaching better than you can. And so Moses told. That's what's wrong with the church today. Can't tell folk nothing. Because they get mad. Then they keep jumping. And they stay in one place till they get upset, mad. And then when they get mad, they go somewhere else. But you ought to have yourself in a place of submission. That I got to adhere to some type of authority, even in a spiritual realm. I know I'm preaching today. I really deserve a raise. You know what I mean? And here we have Moses. I'm going to speak to you today in a meeting seriously. is standing. Select Joshua.
Yeah.
Say, Joshua, look at the text. You go and, verse 9, choose us out men.
All right.
Can I tell you something? We're not competitors.
All right.
That's right.
We're on the same team.
Yeah.
We're on the same team.
Yeah.
And he says, go pick us out men and go out and fight with Amalek, with the Amalekites. Tomorrow, you see it, don't you?
Yeah.
Tomorrow,
All right.
I'm going to stand tomorrow.
All right.
And when I stand
Yes, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
up on the hill, on the mountain,
Yeah.
with my hand up, have the rod of God. The rod, I have the power of God. They were down fighting as Moses said they would. Joshua leading down low. Moses leading from up high.
All right.
Joshua went down there trying to take Moses' position.
Yeah.
He was able to move into the position after Moses died because Moses' time will have ended. You can't take nobody else's spot if it wasn't ordained for you to be in. That's why I tell people all the time, you can't take nobody else's husband from their wife and think they're going to be yours for good and only yours. So somebody counseling and talking to somebody the other week, girl told me, not remember here so I can say it, she said, I just need somebody. I just need somebody and I got a friend. Then she said, his divorce ain't final yet. I said, can I tell you what you are? I said, no, I didn't say that. I said, you're a rebound piece. Because when a person is in transition, they don't end up with the person that they're in transition with. And even when they do, it don't last. Talking about I'm just he said she won't sign the papers. I said, that's what they all say. The other person won't sign the papers. And guess what? In 2021, as many lawyers and judges out here, you don't have to wait on nobody to sign no papers, because if things are done right, the judge can sign off on a divorce. Don't you be that Negro fool, woman. Right, man. Don't do it. They're down, fighting. Moses standing on the mountain. Moses got his hand up. Long as Moses' hand up. Israel is prevailing. Long as the leader got his hands up. Why is that significant, Al? Because he is under the authority of God. That's why on Sunday morning, you ought not come to church to see what nobody gonna have on. Put your vest on. Try to put mine on. Told my wife when we got married I said, when I leave here, I said, I'm going to leave with one thing. Hope I don't go nowhere soon. But I said, I'm going to leave with a car note because I'm going to keep that. Didn't I tell you that? All my life, for the rest of my life. I don't just want to serve God, but I want to live pretty well. That ought to be your goal. To live as best you can. Buy all the promise that you can, Connie. Oh, I know you're sneaking me in, Al. I'll tell you about it in our meeting this evening. But, beloved, let me say this to you. Let me say this to you. As long as his hand was up, Israel was winning. Because God's hand was on Moses as leader. I said, God's hand was on Moses as Israel's leader. And as long as Moses' hand was Israel down fighting with the Amalekites. Israel is winning. But Moses got tired. When Moses got tired, put his hand down. Israel started to be defeated because Moses didn't have his hand up. Power wasn't in Moses, but the power was in God. I didn't come to root this morning, but I feel like it. In my church, I can preach I want to. Moses' hands were now down. But remember, Aaron and Hur was with him. Aaron and Hur got a rock. Sent us to Moses. You just sit on the rock. And you still weak. I know you're tired of dealing with Israel. I know you're tired of holding your hand up in the air. So what's going to happen now? Aaron got on one side. Hur got on the other side. Here Moses said, I don't know. But Moses was a picture of an intercessor. Because while they're down in the valley fighting, he's interceding on the mountain. And every leader needs an Aaron. And every leader needs a Hur. We need somebody that will hold up our hand. When we on the journey, we need somebody that'll hold up our hand. Who will be the Aaron in this crowd? Who will be the Hur in this crowd? Because when I get weak, still got to keep fighting. We still got to keep feeding our hungry. We still got to keep clothing the naked. We still got to keep getting the word out. Telling me special about mountain. You remember in Genesis 8 and 4, Mount Aaron is where Noah's ark rested after the flood, while he and his family went to rest, while the flood waters began to recede. You remember Genesis 22 on Mount Moriah? That's where Abraham went and sacrificed Isaac. Yes, he did. First King 18, Mount Carmel is where Elijah stood and challenged Baal. You remember Matthew 17, verse 1 through 9. Mount Tabor is where the glorification of Jesus' human body occurred after he had acknowledged himself as the Messiah. You remember Deuteronomy 32 and 49, Mount Nebo, where Moses saw the promised land. He also died on Mount Nebo. He was buried by God in Mount Nebo. You know, in Luke 22, verse 39, the Mount of Olives is where Jesus went to pray. Yeah. Went to pray before his crucifixion. Yes. And then, if you keep on going, Luke 23, outside of Jerusalem, outside the city limit, Mount Calvary, in Aramaic, Golgotha, in Latin, Calvary, where my Jesus hung there and died on a hill, far away, stood an old rugged cross, and him number of suffering and shame. On Calvary, Jesus gave mother to John. On Calvary, public crucifixion. On Calvary, he died. Soldiers piercing his body. Joseph of Arimathea and Nicodemus took his body down, took him and buried him, put him in a fiery grave, put a rock in front of his grave, but they didn't know who the Jesus was. Rock of it, clap for me, let me hide myself in thee. Do you know him? Jesus died on a hill. Jesus went down in a borrowed tomb. But I said early, Sunday morning. You know the story. Don't look like you know it. But if you know the story, what happened Sunday morning? Sunday morning. Put your preaching voice on. Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Come on, help me preach. Sunday morning. Sunday morning. Got up. Stood on resurrection ground. Declared all power is in my hand. He lives. Yeah. If anybody make it, surely, surely, I've been talked about, but surely, I've been off the side, but surely, I've had tears in my eyes, but surely, my heart been heavy, but surely, surely I will. Help on a hill, the door of the church is